Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, I got good reports of mahi being caught offshore the past few days, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about how I set my boat up and what I do to prepare to go dolphin fishing. Starting at the very front of the boat, I'm always gonna have a pitch rod ready to go. This is gonna be my heaviest pitch rod. This is gonna be on a Carnage spinning rod, 7 foot, with authority 5,500 or 6,500, ready to go to pitch to a larger dolphin. What I'm using is 80-pound test fluorocarbon on this rod with a 6.0 VMC hook. This rod is specifically used for larger dolphin in that 20 to 50-pound range. I like to have that 80-pound fluoro on here if I can get away with it. That way I'm confident, long fight, he's not gonna chafe through it. Moving down a rod holder, I basically have the same setup here. The only difference is I'm moving down to 50-pound test fluorocarbon here with a 4.0 hook. A lot smaller hook and a lighter leader. If I can't get him to eat this 80, well, I'm gonna go down to this 50, hook a bait on and try and get him to eat this. Moving down to my third setup here. This rod has a little bigger reel. I move up to a 6,500 authority on this one. And you can see I have this Trapala Magnum stick bait on here. Sometimes those bigger fish will stay out away from the boat. Well, I'm gonna call down to my angler and I'm gonna have him pitch this lure out there as far as he can in front of that fish. The idea behind that is not always to get him to eat the lure, but to get him fired up, chasing it. Bring him in close enough to the boat where we can come back to our pitch rods right here with our live bait, put it in front of him and get him fired up on the live bait. Moving down to the fourth rod in the setup, you can see I have a paddle bait with a 40-pound test fluorocarbon leader on it. And now we're starting to get into our smaller fish setups. Big school of fish is around the boat, we're having a little fun. You can take these little paddle baits and get these mahi to jump on it. Same thing right here. This little setup right here, it's got a little squid jig on it. 7-foot Carnage rod, 5,500 authority reel, 40-pound test fluorocarbon leader with these little squid jigs on it. I could use this for a variety of different things. I could throw it out there behind the boat when the tuna birds are circling. Got a lot of flash to it, a lot of glitter, and just swims really good through the water with this little lead head on there. This is same concept, 40-pound test fluorocarbon leader with a bucktail jig on it. One thing, when you are fishing for schoolies and you got a bunch of schoolies around the boat, always keep your eyes open, always be scanning the perimeter. That's where those big fish like to hang out. They like to swim around, they hear the commotion, they know these smaller fish are feeding in there, and they like to come in and start to feed with them. You might be catching 5 to 8 pound fish, 4 to 6 pound fish. Well, all of a sudden, here comes big boy or big girl. That's why you want to be ready with those other rods, ready to pitch something. Last but not least, on the spinning rod side, we have a slow pitch rod with a vertical jig on it. And this is just in case we find a floater or something out there, or on those flat, calm, hot summer days. Sometimes those fish like to sit deep. So I'll get over a bird pile, I'll be marking tunas on the bottom machine. I'll have my guys start working it through the water. Boom, we're catching tunas. Or let's say I find a pallet, a piece of wood, any kind of debris out there. Drop this down and see if we can't draw a larger fish from down deep up to the surface. The last thing you want to do while you're out there dolphin fishing is be rigging on the fly, because things happen quick out there, and I can't express enough how important it is to just be ready for everything. If you want more information on each setup, check out the details in our description. Thanks for watching, and please be sure to subscribe.